There were 3 moments in World War II when the entire fate of the planet hung by a thread and almost snapped the other way. So what actually happens if it does? For a while, Germany looked completely unstoppable. Using blitzkrieg, lightning-fast, perfectly coordinated strikes, they swept through France in just 6 weeks. The world had never seen anything like it. By late 1941, German troops stood just 40 miles outside Moscow. Britain's RAF was nearly broken. A serious faction inside the British government was quietly pushing for peace with Hitler. But Germany had a fatal problem: its ambitions massively exceeded its capabilities. Hitler invaded the Soviet Union expecting a quick knockout. Instead, his soldiers froze in uniforms meant for autumn, supply lines collapsed, and the Soviets, massive in numbers and hardened by their terrain, refused to break. Then the United States entered the war. Germany had ingenuity. America had volume. Here's the real question: was there one single moment where Germany could have flipped the entire war, or was their defeat always inevitable? Once American factories switched from cars to bombers, the math became impossible. Germany never fully mobilized its own economy until 1943, for years into the war. By then, it was already over. So, what if those dominoes had fallen differently? Historians believe Hitler intended to annex Scandinavia, enslave Eastern Europe as far as the Ural Mountains, and eventually turn on Japan and eliminate the United States. Europe would have been divided between a Nazi-controlled West and a Japanese-controlled East, a Cold War between 2 fascist superpowers instead of 2 democracies. The Holocaust, already monstrous, would have swallowed entire continents. No United Nations. No Marshall Plan. No modern democracy as we know it. Just one man's ideology reshaping civilization. The world we live in today exists because of a handful of desperate, exhausted decisions made at the very edge of collapse. Follow Brain Nourishment, we'll keep feeding your curiosity.